After the chain rule and the product rule, the final derivative rule that we need to know is called the quotient rule. The quotient rule says if we want to take the derivative of two functions that are divided, one over the other, where x is on both top and bottom, the way we do that is we're going to take the derivative of the top times the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom times the top and divide by the bottom squared. And you might notice the numerator, at least, looks a lot like the product rule. The only difference is we have a minus in the middle, and now we're dividing by the bottom function squared. I've heard it said in words, this derivative is low d high minus high d low. Then we square the bottom. And away we go. When we say d high, it means the derivative of the top. D low means the derivative of the bottom. So let's take a look at trying to find some derivatives of some quotient rules with some examples. Let's find the derivative of e to the 4x divided by 5x. Well, we've got a top function, which we're going to call our first function, and a bottom function that we're going to call our second function. We take the derivative of the top, which is e to the stuff times the derivative of the stuff using the chain rule, times the bottom, which is 5x. Then we subtract. And now we take the derivative of the bottom, which is 5, times the top, which is e to the 4x. We finish it off by dividing by the bottom part. The 5x is going to get squared. Clean up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and multiply the 4 and the 5 together to get 20 e to the 4x minus 5 e to the 4x over, we'll go ahead and square the 5x to get 25x squared. We might even be able to simplify more by factoring a 5 out of the numerator and reducing. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this example right there so that we can look at one last example. We're going to take the derivative of 3x minus 7 over 4x plus 2. Again, we've got a top function, and we've got a bottom function. So when we take the derivative of the top, we just get 3. And it gets multiplied by the bottom, which is 4x plus 2. Minus, now we take the derivative of the bottom, which is 4, and multiply by the top, which is 3x minus 7. And we put that all over the denominator, which is 4x plus 2, and we square it. That is our derivative using the quotient rule. The derivative of the top times the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom times the top, all over the bottom squared. Low d high minus high d low, square the bottom, and away we go. It's time for you to practice some of these on the assignment using the chain rule, product rule, and quotient rule.